How you doing, big guy? You okay?
I am of sound mind, thanks to you all. I owe amends for my lapse in judgment.
Hey, you don't owe us squat. Ain't none of us perfect. It's kind of our thing.
How much do you remember?
Great darkness grew with every lie that I swallowed. The longer I remained with my family, the more certain I became that I could never leave. Your Quill, your child is in danger. If her pain is half my own, the darkness may consume her entirely.
Not if I can help it.
We gotta be smart about this. There's a whole lot of converted between us and her.
Whole lot of that black blorf, too. And anyone want to tell me why Harry Hobo was able to suck it up?
Morrison, why that thing looked like him.
Because it is me.
Time to go.
Hey, Goldie Braun! Want to get back here and explain that bombshell?
Time is tight and your understanding unimportant.
Can I shoot him? Come on, let me shoot him.
Hey, we're in this together, and Smart Money says it's gonna be a tough fight.
Even in earnest, you underestimate.
So, anything you can tell us about what we're up against will be a plus.
We're all on the same team. We've gotta work together.
I am in favor of this plan.
Imagine ambivalent omnipotence, drifting in darkness.
Speaking of dark...
Such was my celestial solitude. Power without purpose, until uncovered by Raker. His crew were convalescent. Plagued by a pox, I was serendipitously suited to soothe.
A ship full of sick people just happens upon someone with limitless healing.
We were need and needed, symptom and solace. They worshipped the wonder of my ways and declared me divine.
I think we know where this is going.
I do not know where this is going.
This is the scary part.
As the flock of followers fawned, a dark delight developed deep within me. And in the shadows it spoke. Weak whelps, pernicious priesting, feeble fools fit for feasting. Hubris made hunger. A cancerous craving called Magus.
What did it want?
Complete devotion. I too heard this voice, and could hear nothing else.
Adulation, flagellation, gorged with grief and consternation.
I told you this was the scary part.
It was pure putrefaction, sown from the seed of my strength. My soul stone gone sour. I resolved to rip it out.
Rip it out? How?
A mechanical marvel wrought by Raker would sever the stone from my skull and excise the evil entangled within.
Translation, you let Raker steal your powers.
Whatever his wayward wander, he was on that day my friend. He swore to separate sanctity from sin, that my healing could yet be harnessed without harm.
Sure, but who's harnessing it?
I'm with Rocket. Raker knew exactly what he was doing. That man's a master manipulator. Damn it! Now you've got me doing it.
I bear no blame for my fallen friend. Our errant experiment all but broke us both.
Then how do you explain how your best bud got his hands on the stone and is now taking over the galaxy?
I cannot.
I think I can answer that. After I rejected my promise, I got pulled into Nikki's. Corel was there. She was trying to show me something.
Peter, you can't trust anything you saw in there.
This was different, and it felt different. She took me back to the QZ and I saw that Magus thing. I saw it get all twisted up with Nikki and I saw it kill Corel.
You hear yourself? How'd she show you this if she's dead?
Quite conceivable. Her soul may be snared by the stone, chained to the child.
I mean, we could get her back.
Essence can be retained but not restored. Her echo acts as anchor, manipulated by Magus to deceive the daughter.
So it's like Corell said. Nikki needs to accept her death.
This feat is not so easily done.
Its appetite is insatiable. If unassailed, Magus will absorb all.
We're gonna need one hell of a plan.
Well, you better come up with it quick, because I see daylight.
The bond between Magus and Matriarch must be broken. It harvests its hunger through the host.
So, Nikki's like the head vampire. If we cure her, it'll free the rest. Why didn't you just say that?
So step 1, find Nikki.
Step 2, convince her mom ain't coming back from the dead.
Step 3, get that stone away from her and mop the floor with that Magus thing.
You show no shortage of assurance.
Yeah, this one's Mr. Positivity. It's enough to make you sick.
The stone is both bondage and bridge for Magus, and a young mind is most malleable. If Magus is merged with hers, she may not survive the severing.
We won't let it come to that.
Not to join the Golden Downer, but how are we supposed to find the kid? What are you... Oh, Flark.
What's going... Oh, Flark.
They've got the Cortex. They can go anywhere, convert anyone.
Go now.
Why does that sound like you're not coming with us?
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay.
Then we'll stay and help.
Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Ming. Just trust me.
Don't go dying. I'm starting to actually get you. You wanna pop a squat, golden boy? You're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
Sorry sins I have wrought to wrest me among such a motley crew.
Did he? Did he take my room?
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
It is assumed Peter Quill's quarters was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do. So you better fix this one, Quill.
Just try not to piss him off any more than he already is.
If it is to be a fight to the death, I will honor the outcome.
If he kills you, I get your guns.
Wouldn't bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Just like that.
We have already fought the man.
Hold on, you don't remember?
I remember sparring against the Celestial Madonna in a small village. In the cold darkness of the promise devouring my soul. Until you found me.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Moore, are you okay letting Mantis fight the church alone out there?
She won't fight. She'll focus on evacuating people. Maybe they can all hide in the caves.
So she's just gonna let the church take over her homeworld?
Mantis would tell you that people matter more than the planet. And she knows that the church won't stop coming until we rescue Nikki.
You have great confidence in this celestial Madonna.
She's one of the few people I know I can trust.
Really? She freaks me out.
Because she's smarter than you?
And kinder.
Hey, that nickname makes my skin crawl. I'm furry, not fuzzy. Not even that little. Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
Do I? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Do you have a minute to fix my stuff, too?
Sure. Ain't this a nice bench? Perfect for tinkering. One fine tech upgrade, hot and fresh. This work is worth more than your worth, Quill. All set. Tell me if you need anything else fixed up.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentis.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it. Knowing about the crap those scientists did to you, not only does it make my blood boil, it puts everything into perspective.
Come on. It was just a puddle.
I don't know if I could have gotten over something like that.
You saved their lives, man. You deserve a bit of praise.
The rodents saved your lives, and scientists were involved. I have many questions.
Yeah, we'll save them for the next time we all get a drink together, buddy.
Did you just...
You have closed the refrigerator door.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
I thought I was the only one who ever bothered.
I thought I was the only one.
I observed the tree closing at once.
Glad you're back on our side, Drax. I got a feeling we'll need to go full destroyer on this one.
I shall be ready, Peter Quill. I have witnessed the threat posed by Magus firsthand. No one should suffer from its malignant lies. I owe all of you a great debt of gratitude. It would be my honor to fight beside you with all of my might.
That's a lot of might. Groot agrees with you, Muscles.
Sounds like we've got ourselves a nice church butt-kicking party.
I only hope our guest agrees to join this buttock-striking celebration. My shoulders are sore.
Yeah, Mantis is heavier than she looks.
How is she connected with my soreness?
She rode your back all the way down the caves to Goldie's place? I don't think that's where Golden Boy went to.
He's in your cabin if you're looking for him, Peter.
I know.
I am optimistic about Peter Quill convincing our guest to fight alongside us.
Of course you'd be optimistic. You're always optimistic.
Optimism or not, we need to work with him. We need someone strong enough to keep Raker in check if we want any chance to get to Nikki.
Hey, that one's from Lamentis. Does that mean it's a sacred plant? Groot, did you steal a sacred plant from Lamentis?
Kinda glad Loop-the-Loop stayed on Lamentis. My ears were ringing from all her nonsense.
I prefer Mantis's nonsense to Warlock's.
The Golden Man is perfectly intelligible.
Sure, his words make sense. I'm just having trouble with all the pathos.
Yeah, like, what's with the dramatic wardrobe change? Who sleeps in a cocoon and owns a cape?
Capes are nice. I actually dig the cape.
Oh. He didn't light it.
Peter Quill, I did not expect to find you.
Hey, sorry. I didn't mean to.
It is fine. Your company is always welcome. And thank you for the gift.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Figured you might want to light it from time to time in memory of your family.
Why would a lit candle remind me of my family? Every memory I have of them has been carved into my flesh.
You... what?
The red scars that I bear. They are a record of every great deed, an important milestone in my life.
Oh. I just thought it was because they look cool.
No, Peter Quill. On Katath, we practice scarification, so that there is a record, proof, that one is worthy to enter Ultath. Such a record is required for judgment in the afterlife.
So, your tattoos are actually a record of your life that's been carved into your skin?
Yes. The process is known as the Jil Tara, and is extremely painful. It requires focus and self-control, and occurs many times in a Katathian's life.
No offense, Drax, but they just look like a bunch of swirly lines.
Perhaps to you. To me, they are the most important moments of my life. Each line is composed of 1,000 scars, each engraved with the tooth of a walnut creature.
What kind of moments get recorded? Kill counts? Stuff like that?
No, Peter Quill. A Katathian life record is a record of just that. Major milestones and important events. Like the day I became a man.
Gross.
And the day that Hovat accepted my proposal of marriage. And later, the marriage ceremony itself. And the day that Hovat gave birth to my daughter, Camaria. And the day that I lost them both.
Now I see why they're scars.
Yes. Once I believed my failure to avenge their deaths had banished us all to Sarduth. But now, thanks to you and the others, I see a deeper truth. Life does not have meaning without suffering as well.
So, hypothetically speaking, if you died tomorrow, what would happen?
My Cho-Tak, my life essence, would travel to the gates of Ultath. There I will be judged by the great kings and queens of ages past. And if deemed worthy, the gates will open.
And if you're not, worthy?
The gates do not open.
And...
I am cast into Sarduth, where I will cease to exist.
yeah. I guess that's bad. So, how do these kings and queens know if you're worthy?
By reading the scars that make up my life record. From that they will judge whether I am worthy. For some, a life of meaning comes from their trade. For others, their family. And others yet, from following the warrior's path. Each is a valid entry into the gates of Ultath. Hence the record.
What happens if you don't have a record?
Ah, like yourself.
Sure. Like me. What happens to someone like me? Do I just immediately get thrown into Sarduth?
No, Peter Quill. Your record is instead given by those who knew you in life.
Ooh, yeah. I might have some problems.
Doubtful. I've seen your dedication to the Kree child and woman, and to this crew. And what you did for me. It is a testament to your worthiness.
Oh, thanks. If anyone deserves a happy afterlife, Drax, it's you. Think you'll be adding any more to your tattoos?
Yes.
Like maybe a Guardians of the Galaxy logo?
Perhaps.
Good enough for me.
Would a wanton hand supply sustenance to this chamber?
He's asking for room service now?
Come get your own. We've got a full fridge.
Well, not exactly full.
Hey, Groot.
Did you reach Cosmo? It may be up to us to stop the church in Knowhere. You ready?
I am Groot.
He's worried about the mutt. Says it would be easier with his help.
I didn't think Cosmo would let the church take over a station, but if they got the Cortex, then...
He is but one canine against the army of the converted.
I take it Groot didn't reach Cosmo?
No dice.
The tree is persistent. He will keep trying.
He was the most convinced we could bring you back, you know? I don't know if it's optimism or stubbornness, but it works for him.
All right. Let the waves of calm wash over me. And go.
That's not how that works.
Oh, Gamora!
Since when do you meditate?
I don't, but desperate times and all. Stuff's been a lot lately.
I get it. Allah help me, do I get it?
So, how do you use this then? In case, you know, Rocket asks.
Well, for one, it isn't about just holding it. You also need a comfortable place to sit, where you can be relaxed but alert, and focus on your breathing. Then you practice. A lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more work than I was hoping for.
Anything worth doing tends to be.
So how do you do it?
Focus was something Thanos beat into us early on. But it wasn't until I lived with the priests of Palma that I realized how limited his version of meditation really was.
I can't picture Thanos meditating. I kind of always figured he was this egotistical tyrant.
Oh, he totally was. But Thanos also understood that aspects of meditation could be useful to his cause.
Like focus?
Focus, increasing overall awareness, pain tolerance. He came up with a series of exercises, fun little games for me and Nebula to compete in as part of our training. The worst part was, we didn't even know what he was doing until it was too late.
What do you mean?
Thanos' brand of meditation warped us, turned us into hyper-focused weapons. That way we were numb to the horrors of his agenda.
Killing people.
Assassination is just a different name for murder.
So how did you cope?
We made puns. Bad, stupid jokes to shout as we were killing people. The more terrible, the better.
Here, I thought you just had a really lame sense of humor.
Oh, I do. But it was the only way to survive. And it was something we did together, a new kind of competition, just between me and Nebula, to see who can make the other laugh.
That's really messed up, and yet oddly endearing.
Yeah, well, even bad puns can only get you so far before your conscience catches up with you.
How did you end up living with the priests of Palma? They're not exactly your kind of crowd with the whole pacifism thing.
Mantis introduced me to them last year, when I needed to heal. They helped me in ways I didn't think were possible.
Helped? How?
I guess you could say I was broken. Thanos, the war, working as an assassin. It'd take a toll on you. By the time Mantis brought me there, I was ready to give up. I mean, I was miserable. Convinced I was beyond redemption or worth. I truly believed I deserved to die.
But you didn't. Die?
No. There was this boy there. A Khan.
The one you hugged in the village.
A Khan was like me. Lost. His parents had died in an accident. He was combative, rebellious, the opposite of a pacifist. The priest thought it would be a good idea for both of us to work through our scut together.
And was it?
At first, not really. He was a pain in the butt. But over time, we came to rely on each other. Thanos had taught me how to meditate in the functional sense, but not in the spiritual sense, like how to work through my trauma, caring for Khan. He forced me to reflect and process, and together, through mutual support, Khan and I were able to overcome our demons.
Wow. I had no idea meditation could be so intense.
Or beneficial?
Well, yeah, that too. I guess I should give it a go sometime. Although I'm kind of scared of what I'll find.
Who knows? You might surprise yourself. I know I did.
Yeah, maybe.
So, Warlock. He's something.
Not sure we can trust the guy who looked at the Grand Unicorn himself and thought, the lad looks like a reliable rascal.
He simply knows that the true evil is Magus. Raker is but an impressionable fanatic.
A fanatic with a lot of firepower.
Hey, Warlock. Open up. This is my room, you know. And that would be my cassette cover.
You penned this pithy poetry?
It's not poetry, it's music. Hard rock. It's supposed to have guitars and bass and drums.
Simplistic scriptures, as is its scribe.
Okay. What's your deal, man? What did I do to piss you off?
Your lamentable leadership allowed the Madonna to leave when we needed her talents to travel to the telepathic realm.
Mantis had good reason to stay behind. We just need to get Nikki and get the hell out so we can find her again.
Your tenuous tactics trust too much to fortune. Can you confidently convince me your meager measures may amply manage this mission?
No!
No?
I don't know what you want from me, man, but I'm not about to bend over because you throw up the entire extended thesaurus.
I see. An antagonistic but appreciable argument. Seems you possess a spine after all. Your will may make up for your infantile frame of thought.
What about you, Mr. Fancy Words? How do I know you won't see Raker and have a change of heart?
Why would I weasel away?
Didn't you used to be best buds with him?
We were common company for a fleeting fallow, through which I witnessed the incommensurable extent of his sadness. He mourns his lost son.
That's why he's doing all of this. The church, the matriarch? Because he wants to get his kid back. But that can't happen, right? Magus can't...
No. Cannot.
So? We can count on you? When you reunite with Raker, that man's gotta go down.
Indubitably.
So, how is he?
Frustrating. It's like talking to Suzanne Harris at the summer dance all over again.
Ain't that the Hume girl you tried to impress with your yo-yo skills?
Yeah, and it went about as well as talking to Mr. Cape.
What's a yo-yo?
Guess that explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. Thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
All them bars and betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold. What the flark?
Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side. So, final showdown against Raker. This time, you'll get him for good.
I intend to. We're not leaving here without Nikki.
I am Groot.
Groot wants you to know he'll do all he can to save your kid.
You know what? I think I kinda understood that. You take care of the Milano, okay? Make sure the ship's still here when we come back.
Your kid sure got herself in a deep, Quill.
Her mom died, man. If Warlock's telling the truth, that thing inside her is using Corell's death to manipulate her.
I get it. Ain't gonna be easy getting her out of there, but I'll die trying.
Ready, Drax?
I am. My blades are as sharp as the rodent's tongue.
Was that a metaphor?
It was a simile.
Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Peter.
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise. The beginning of a new world. One without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Coach is choosing his team members! We must eliminate their medicinal conduit! His belief could not save him from death!
Good! Because there's a lot more where he came from.
Hold fast! Throw that, Drax!
Get on the flatface, healing his buddies!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Tie him down!
We can switch to the hard stuff! Look out!
Toss him around! Drax, toss it!
He's boosting his squad!
Let's pop that fool so he stops handing out drinks!
Peter! No!
Oh, Drax!
Yo, Quill!
Let's do this!
Gamora's down,
Somebody's
man!
gonna get stabbed for this!
Stay put! I'm coming!
This flat nard's sucking up all my shots!
Past time someone got stabbed! This won't hurt much!
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Wacko's better prey their new world comes without death or pain or fear. Cause I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
All the more reason for us to get to the Cortex and find Nikki.
There are a lot of ships patrolling.
Just be thankful they aren't shooting at us.
Won't hear me complaining.
Give that thing the old Drax tug.
We're wasting time, Peter. I don't like the sound of that fulfillment thing. What was that?
He says you, seeing pants.
We need to move if we want to find Nikki.
Yeah, Quill's just doing some, preparation work.
Scott! Cosmo's tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were Knowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was Lamont's biggest fan, but we could have used the backup telepath.
Just because the tower shut down doesn't mean Cosmo is too. Last time we were here, he knocked out me, Gamora, and Drax, and Lady Hellbender's bounty hunters, like it was nothing. We just gotta have faith he's okay.
Really, Peter? Faith?
There does appear to be an excess of it stored here.
Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Clark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but these crooks were suspicious of anyone giving them anything for free.
Yeah, I don't know, Rocket. Like Gamora said, everybody wants something.
The church tailors their offer to the individual.
Seems to me most of them would give in.
Or they'd be killed. Not an easy choice.
They got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hal's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun inside the Continuum Cortex.
To siphon faith from multiple worlds at once? Is that even possible?
The energy ain't filling these batteries. It's moving away from them.
So they're powering something.
Sure looks like it.
I'm surprised the church was able to seize the Cortex. It seemed pretty secure last time.
Wasn't half as secure as the dog thought.
The church's forces increased by the tick. Their superior numbers could have easily breached the defenses.
While we got just the 5 of us. Filling us all with confidence there, big guy.
I've been thinking about what Warlock said.
Which part? He hasn't stopped talking since we met him.
About how Nikki and that Magus thing might be too intertwined to save her.
Is that what he said? It's easier to understand Bug Lady.
didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right? Clear back here, Quill. Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free from this side, though.
Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Let's hope it holds.
Oh, Scott! Not Mantlos. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Peter, let's go!
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
Don't suppose we could try tricking them again? Make them believe we're all promised up?
Not unless you can fake that
There's been no sign of Goldie Braun since he left from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us.
The Warlock carries an old grudge. He would not align himself with the Grand Unifier.
I had a contact here. Rotations ago.
You did? Was it Blur? No. Stuppen. Hoots, maybe? Whoa. Cat free. He always gave Groot the creeps. Hey, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
My memory is flawless. I'm just an optimist.
Warlock's stronger than any of us. And he's got a pretty good reason to hate Raker.
So you buy his ripped my soul in two story.
Just saying, if anybody stands a chance going toe-to-toe with Raker, it's him. And we're gonna need the Grand Unifier out of the way if we want to stop this ritual.
Throw the meat into the meat grinder to keep it busy.
That's not what I...
No, I'm on board now, Quill. It's a solid strategy.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentis.
Nah, the Cortex could handle that on its own.
Nikki had Warlock's Soul Stone in her hand. What if it's fused there and Raker's trying to remove it?
Like you did with Goldilocks? Didn't work all that well the first time.
The girl may have sensed the evil in the stone and insisted they try again.
Or she's outlived her usefulness and Raker wants the stone's power for himself.
Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
The converted ones will be prepared to die in order to bring their loved ones back to life.
Which is pretty ironic if you think about it. What do you think they did with all the nobodies?
They are either below us awaiting the fulfillment, or they have been transported to Sacrosanct.
To join the other millions.
Chanting in that massive cylinder.
Still not as scary as Drax's Catathian war songs when he's taking a shower. Wonder if Cosmo's gonna keep control of the station once this mess is sorted.
You fear he will lose his command.
He wouldn't have many defenses left to push back a second invasion.
I ain't never been on the dog's good side, but the thought of new management, don't sit right.
That's not the way to Cosmos.
Might be something down there we can use. Groot.
The seedy underbelly, seedy underbelly. You know, they used to run a poacher's ring out of here.
Is that what that smell was?
Yep, rotting beasts from Maclu 4. Was really hoping there'd be hover bikes down here.
Why would there be?
No outrageous parking fees, for one. And two, sometimes you want to drop something off without anyone else seeing.
Can you squeeze in there?
Yep, let's see where it goes.
So if there were hover bikes down here,
We could have hopped on and zipped down to the lower city. Me and Groot used to do it all the time. There you go. Should be safe.
should be.
You ain't getting electrocuted, but there could be a hole in the floor for all I know.
Thank Flark these boots are waterproof.
Find anything?
Dead end.
Let's continue before Nikki becomes a dead end too.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Behold the power of her light! Via Magnati! Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the Believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The fulfillment must not be stopped!
That's it! We finally snapped!
Gamora! Wait for us!
Whatever happened to not running in?
What was that? I was destroying something!
You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora!
She's not herself!
Proved another cultist!
Drop that weirdo's
Send it their way,
deserving!
Drax!
No, it ain't my fault he's acting like this!
Crush him, Drax!
He is the source of beware! Destroy!
The blockhead's amping up his buddies!
Then put him in a body bag! Problem? Solution!
What the fuck, Gamora?
Whatever happened to not running in?
The larger one is mine!
Right, Groot!
This guy barely feels it!
There are more arriving!
Wish we found some marking hover bikes!
Will, unleash me onto these fools! The Witch Doctor elevates our challenge in combat! Another promise destroy!
Don't be sad! Keep punching their scudding lights out! Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
I will ruin them all!
You good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good.
Gamora, wait! Hold on a sec!
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flagged up church?
Of course not,
Just what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I
just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends? Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on, all things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I could take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenoburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. Let's say we go stop a nutjob cult leader.
Yes.
Looks like this one's gonna miss the mass suicide.
Another one? Go, Rocket!
This comeback is trying to draw the Warlock's attention!
We ain't gonna see him again. No way.
Dig me or we barely denting this thing!
We need to focus on taking it down!
Move it at him, big guy! Bring him up, Groot! It's just gonna get harder from here!
I relish the challenge!
I can barely cut into his armor!
Face me! Wait, they are coming at us from everywhere!
Wish we had one of their faith chariots. No, I wasn't being insensitive.
The gargantuan droid is also a sizable threat!
It's one of those two or more to operate thingies.
This is nothing compared to some battles I've fought!
The assassin.
Prepare for pain!
This one just needs ammo.
What's next, Peter? When we find Breaker, I get him first!
Sure thing. I can't wait to see you cut him down. What's next, Peter?
That big robot is a serious problem! Nice to meet you! So we can forget what I just said, right?
If I buy you a drink, will you tell us how it happened? Yeah, we're all a bunch of...
Throw that, Drax!
I get it.
I haven't waged the threat! Return to the skirmish!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of tank!
Ouch! That's gotta hurt!
Breaker doesn't really have this many goons.
With access to the Cortex, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here. We gotta shut it down!
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmo's Tower is the quickest way. That sure is something.
You know, I used to spend a long time staring out at the rift, wondering where I belonged.
With us, Rocket. That's where.
He's right.
Yeah, I know that. Now. Too bad. This guy had the best foom pies.
Bit too sour, I thought.
So, Gamora... How am I supposed to drop the most interesting thing she's ever done? You see that kid in the ritual thing?
I could not miss him.
You think the church did that to his head? Or was the poor sucker born like that?
Why do they keep blocking everything off?
Because now they expect us.
We need to find another way to the bridge.
We should be prepared in case the Grand Unifier arrives.
I'm more than ready.
That seems long enough for a bridge.
Unless it crumbles when it falls.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
You know, I usually hated when that Cosmo spotlight would shine down on me, but now I kinda miss it.
I did not know you were so sentimental.
Almost drowning changes a guy.
Really? A fate force field?
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
That's it, Peter! Let's go! We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead! Let's book it!
Now is not the time for literature!
But this would make a great story!
If we're alive to...
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light. And I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
Form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Make sure you don't fall off!
I got jet boots, remember?
On the left! We need to close this distance!
What the? Coach is choosing his team members! It's all
kill you, Gamora!
You don't stand a chance! Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across! I see him, Groot! Watch out! That one's been boosted!
This foe will not break so easily! Peter Quill, I would value some assistance! Slow him down!
I think the big guy's seen stars! Been too long since I blew something up!
It's a breathing room, Groot! My great strength goes underutilized!
This'll work! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog?
It's a... Just follow my lead!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
So, men, look! Golden Boy and Uniflarker are still at it!
Hope all the god stuff wasn't too long!
We're sitting ducks!
You're wrong on both counts!
He means we can't stay here!
On this we are agreed!
Bye-bye, Nova Corps nerd!
Way to knock some sense into him!
Gamora! The billboard!
Good call!
You find more snipers over there, you save me one!
No promises! They know how to keep up the pressure!
Oh, crap! Man! I totally laid out that psycho soldier!
These renegades are relentless!
Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that! The Warlock saved us from I ain't scared of Raker and his little light show!
Let loose! Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up? And stay down, you flarkin' Nova Corps dork!
Danger close, Rocket! Crap! Now it's Nova!
These soldiers are deadlier than the local security!
Aim at what?
Get back out there!
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across! Running and gunning on Route C! We don't need Golden Boy's help!
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes. Wriggle rare.
His perfect posterior! His
Champion cheeks.
Look out!
do your worst, faithless!
Let's not add to our problems!
So many lousy angles to cover.
I will flank them!
Too close! Crap! Now it's Nova!
They're not Nova anymore, Peter! Stay away from the edges!
I will toss them to their deaths! We approach the God's Tower!
And we're almost halfway there. How many are there? It's like all of Knowhere showed up.
As long as they're here, they through with the... whatever they called it!
The full Flarkman!
That was not the name!
I like it better!
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here!
But what now?
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either!
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
At least the rooftops will provide some cover!
No pictures, please! Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way. Look! They're still at it!
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Anyone see a way across?
Yeah, we can't do nothing with that sign in the... Wait, Quill.
Boom, baby!
You sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream.
This carnage brings back troubling memories of worlds I destroyed.
Always wondered, what did you use to do that? You gonna make us a bridge or what? Who cares if he didn't ask? This ain't no time to be polite, you big stump.
Battle must have been tremendous. Is any of this structurally sound?
Something tells me it never was.
Oh, you gotta be flarking kidding me.
Warlock better not kill Raker before I get to him.
I am eager to pull that sorcerer's insides to the outside.
I don't need another round. Warlock can squeeze the life out of that freak for all I care. We're so close.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Do you have any idea how far down it is if you miss?
We ain't got time to argue. I'll make it.
Leave this to me!
Glad that wasn't rocket.
You are a valued member of this team, not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it.
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
No, more likely Magus will use the ritual's power to drain the life energies of all in attendance.
We don't have to worry about that because we will stop it. More specifically, I'm gonna make Raker eat my element guns.
Perhaps shooting him would yield better results.
And then we're gonna bring my daughter home and that's
what worries you.
one problem at a time.
Groot thinks we'll be Knowhere royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand Unicorn, and the brainwashing cult, and the Magus World Destroyer thing. You know what? Maybe we should avoid Knowhere for a while. How dumb are these Flarknards to even fall for this full Flarkment garbage?
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Oh yeah. Hungry is an understatement.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself. Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.
The beast is being exposed to the promise. No! Get away from my dog!
Send it their way, Drax!
Watch your butt!
Put down another fanatic!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Breathing room, Groot!
Release her at once, or face the destroyer!
Is it me or are we barely denting this thing?
We need to focus on taking it down!
Drop him, Gamora!
Nobody kicks a dog on my watch!
Especially not that one! Bigger picture, Rocket!
I got all these toys, I'm just dying for you!
This adversary is well fortified!
Cosmo! Talk to us here!
Use your mind, Scott, to help us out here! There goes the arm!
Can't even scratch that thing!
He can't get us all! Come on, guys, let's mob the bot!
Last time someone got stabbed! Put him down before I carve a silence!
They call us spiritual experience?
Number one! Thou shalt stab!
This is an escort! The last stand of Knowhere!
Something tells me we got more scraps ahead!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
Nobody kicks a dog on my watch!
Oh, you're in trouble now! Nowhere Security's in big trouble after this!
If there's any of
Tested
later!
We're barely scratching the big thing's paint!
This has got my name on it!
Thank you, Peter Quill!
I'll be your wingman anytime! Blitz of rockets!
Peter Quill! The assassin is in trouble!
Pulverize him!
You struggle!
Together, Groot!
I see it! That big robot is a serious
That's gonna
problem!
hurt.
Make them hurt! Cosmo! Talk to us here!
I don't think he hears you! Cosmo, you've got to snap out of it!
Fight them, dog! Man, are we even putting a dent in the sky? And the rest of him!
Help, Drax!
I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
We're the resistance now!
Ah!
Feels like I've been shooting that big bot for hours!
Thanks for the assist!
What the fuck are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this flea bag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, Flark, it just shoot the mutt!
No! You can do this, Peter.
Easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not a time that matter. Same reason Catarian not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead hit, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits sent Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet...
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
Family would never turn back on Cosmo. Raised since he was mere pup.
What about your puppies, Cosmo? They're your family.
Cosmo young or...
They're here, man. And they're counting on you. For love. For protection.
But humans call for Cosmo to heal. Must be loyal.
Those pups actually need you. Be loyal to them. Don't abandon them in space the way you were.
Cosmo would never.
But you have. They're somewhere here on Knowhere, maybe needing your help right now.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Peter Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fetch your lies.
That's it, buddy. You tell him.
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family, will protect at all cost.
Sick 'em, boy!
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex.
Drax, how do you keep from breaking your hands smashing through everything?
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers! Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right, people. Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble digits don't make mistakes.
Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We got a gig from an old contact at Mantlo's before you barged in for a family reunion with Mr. No-Lives.
Not the weirdest guy I know.
You're the weirdest guy I know. The flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth.
Whatever they're doing, I think they just took it to the next level. The way the church spreads their faith tech everywhere, it's like some weird disease.
Groot says if it's a disease, it's a pretty one. He likes the colors.
I've seen enough gold to last a lifetime.
The ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we could even stop something this powerful? Probably a question for the bug lady. Too bad she ditched us.
To save her people.
When he was in his promise, Drax said Magus was...
eating my soul.
And anything that eats can die, right?
That don't sound too scientific.
You wish to poison its food supply.
We're the food supply, so... no. We'll kill it the old-fashioned way.
Yuck.
I am so done with brains and the Universal Church of Crap.
Guardian of Galaxies, Cosmo is owing Bolshoi death.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of church dudes between us and the Cortex. You coming?
No, Cosmo is retaking Tower of Security, where his cops are hiding. Without power, Knowhere is being lost. Cops too.
Gotcha. Be careful up there, buddy. It's not the shield, it's the mind. Enough already!
You all pathetic, let's kill this guy!
Lightning! Shit!
Our
enemies are just as exposed!
Yo!
This is a site of power! A fine place for a bloody battle!
Ain't no bad places to shoot people!
The sorcerer's buzzing wars are persistent!
You and me both! We should take him out!
Chop chop! This is so gross!
At least it's something fly this time!
Feelings!
Yeah, you might want to dodge those next time!
Do not relent! The electrical wizard stumbles!
The battlefield is way too busy with all these mines!
Come, fools! Come die on this grave!
This is so weird! You got this one! Sick of Drax!
Our end is now!
The sooner we get off this plane, the better!
No argument from me!
This poor goon's got brain security detail.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung, they call it.
Good thing I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. You probably already got the gray lung.
Lungs are already gray.
And you know that...
I've seen them many times.
Drax, little help, Heave-Ho?
Readily!
Set her down, bud.
What are you doing? That's the way we came.
I'll be quick.
Why do the mightiest powers of the universe not intervene against the Church? Galactus, the Stranger, the Living Tribunal.
They didn't show up for the Galactic War either. We won it without them.
Your mistake is thinking they give a single flark about the rest of us.
Need your muscles again, Drax.
Certainly.
Drax, over here! Hurry!
I move as swiftly as is necessary.
Quill, you know I was just messing with you.
What's that?
There ain't no such thing as gray lung.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Oh, you so fell for it. Gray lung.
Did you guys know?
Oh, yeah.
Naturally.
You're always good for a laugh, Quill.
This looks strong enough to anchor to.
Yep, name the spot.
This looks good.
Going ahead. What's in all those towers and pods? What do you see?
Same stuff, but higher.
What do the buyers do with all of the brain matter?
They buy bone scrapes and spinal fluid too.
Why?
They're mostly scientists, trying to understand the mysteries of the universe or create the next big weapon.
Whoa! Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Could be all of Knowhere looks like this soon.
It'll get back on its feet.
Giant head does not have feet.
It used to.
So they just up and left all this once they discovered the Cortex?
If by up and left you mean that mutt went barking mad and booted everyone out, then yup.
Not surprising. Imagine that thing falling into the wrong hands.
We don't have to. Hey, Groot, think you can get me up there? Right about there.
This seems impertinent to our task.
I want to get a look from up high.
Scoping?
Scoping.
Ugh, I have brain chunks stuck between the ridges of my boots.
This place smells weird.
Brains go sour if it sits too long.
Smells like metal and, I don't know, something else.
Urea
What's that?
is the waste product of a large Cataphian slug.
I'm not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable.
I've been thinking. Yeah, the nobodies look out for themselves, but they're also paranoid.
That's an understatement.
So maybe at the first sign of trouble, some of them jumped in their ships and got out.
You underestimate their greed. Raker promises power and eternal life. Whoa! Tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Well, it don't help none. Oh, what have they done to you?
You!
My baby. Groot's asking if there might be tiny people living inside our heads. The wonderful and terrible things we were gonna do together.
Okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex, Knowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home. Yeah, the Milano's great, but a ship ain't the same.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Knowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back into shape.
Hopefully not too good a shape. Thanks, Quill.
I'm surprised Thanos never tried to take Knowhere's resources during the war.
Don't ever underestimate the Collector's political power. He's got something to bribe everybody.
The church accepts no bribes. They seek only submission.
Minor hiccup we need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about some junky appliance. This is the Flarkin Continuum Cortex.
The Cortex isn't the problem here. It's the Flarknards who've hijacked it. We take them down, and the Cortex is just a machine with nobody at the wheel.
How do you know there is a wheel? I saw no wheel.
Yeah, there ain't no wheel, but I don't like the idea of just leaving that thing powered up with church scud. We should focus on them faith conduits. I'm betting they all route through the same junction. That's gonna be the weakness.
To my ears!
This whole city is going to collapse!
No! We ain't gonna let it!
Cut to the chase!
We can't keep getting pulled into skirmishes.
Like we have any choice. They shoot, we shoot.
Over here. Guess we're climbing brains again.
Gotta get across that gap first.
Just so you know, I'm reserving the shower indefinitely after this. All right, Groot, let's make a bridge of our own.
Just watch out for quakes.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us. To him, we're just a bunch of scuts soiling his fancy boots.
He's seen what we can do.
More importantly, we know what we can do. All right, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
Who said saving the galaxy would be easy?
Let's just take it one thing at a time. Get Nikki and stop this fulfillment thing.
How pragmatic of you.
Try not to count my chickens before they hatch.
That would be counting eggs. Now is clearly not the time for that.
Careful. Jet's a little... Whoa, 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 whoa!
Peter, do you want to do the honors?
Totally. Watch this. Surprise, Scud Fuckers!
done! Here! Dying!
Drax, destroy!
Get down here! Let me shoot you! Busted open the Nova Corps crackpot! These renegades are relentless! Brace yourself!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks? Boom! Lord the Buckethead beats his doom!
Can't wait to see your face on a wanted post! Breathing room, Groot! I scrambled more than his brain with that one!
Having fun preying on the weak?
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools! I am wounded! Right with you, big guy! Go get him, Tiger! Love it at him, big guy! It is too fast!
Once he's down, you'll get your chance, Drax.
What's that? Ha! Oh, Barry!
That was too close.
Let us resume at full force!
On it! Any last words?
Well done! He shall fly no more! Everything you've got!
About flocking time!
What's next, Peter?
Drop the guy! Wizard! We stand before your temple gates! Come out and die!
Somebody on the other side of that wall just had a pants accident!
To the bone!
I relish the idea of conquering the dastardly device!
Yeah! One of those Knowhere more to operate things!
My mind fills with rage!
Just keep it pointed at the other team!
Ain't nothing getting through! Watch it! They're crawling out of the woodwork!
They ain't getting the drop on me!
Clark! Well, I need assistance! Slap right with you, big guy! Stop them short, Groot! Wreck them, Drax! Prepare yourself! Loud and close, Groot!
I see it!
That's one big, bad, stuck robot!
The mechanical beast is running out of limbs!
I got all these toys, I'm just dying for you! Hang in there, bud! Well, do something!
We must strike the large one with more force! I apologize for my carelessness. Oh, crap!
Barely a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
Chop him up!
Never see it coming.
Good
riddance.
Now the true battle begins.
Everyone ready? Game face is on.
I have only one face.
Well, put it in mean mode.
Ha! Done!
What's everybody thinking?
I'm thinking if Goldie didn't finish him off already, I got a grenade with Raker's name on it.
Engraving an explosive is imprudent.
If Raker is still alive,
Whatever they're up to with the Cortex, it stops now. This is Knowhere. Our Knowhere.
Destined right! Let's show these Flartnards the door!
I'll show them my blade.
It will be a glorious battle. We are with you, Peter Quill!
What did they do to the Cortex? Nikki! They strapped her to their Flarkin machine, and they're making the hand direct all the galaxy's faith energy right into it.
Fulfillment has begun.
We gotta get her out of there. But how?
Free the hand, and they lose power. I count 4 cables. Let's pull them out.
My blade should be able to slice into them.
We're coming, Nikki!
She can't hear you, Quill!
Take down the flyer. He's healing the rest.
And he will suffer for it!
We need to get Nikki out of there before it kills her.
Ain't happening as long as all that juice is coming out of the hand!
That did something. Look at the hand.
All right! 1 down, 3 to go!
Look out! Why lock Nikki and the machine inside a faith shield?
To keep us from getting her out easily!
Watch out! I can't believe they enslaved the continuous Cortex! I mean, we've all thought about it, but still! Stop talking like Goldie! One of them's enough! Get on the flyer! He's healing his team!
Hasn't shown up.
The more the barrier breaks, the better I feel!
I'm ready. Just find me an opening.
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Walk these dancing things!
Working on it!
Groot's right! The bubble's crooked! We can get at that last one now!
Then let's get to it! Now's your chance, Gamora!
We're almost there, Nikki. Hold on.
Yeah! Hang in there, kid!
I hope there ain't no feedback boom once that last one's pulled!
An explosion will not stop us!
Oh, Peter, while he works on the last blow.
By death, Peter Quill!
die, or we will also be cursed!
This has got my name on it!
Redirect your blast!
Here we go! Oh no! God! I might need some help!
Nikki! It's okay, I got you.
Hands off me!
Why do you insist on ruining everything? If you won't join me, then just stay away.
This is why I don't have kids.
Nikki, this isn't gonna end how you think.
Says who? You? I saw what you did. You should want to take it back. I can feel the light inside me. The promise will be fulfilled.
Does she not realize her plan has been thwarted?
This... a minor setback. Isn't that right, Grand Unifier?
The Cortex was meant merely to ease the burden on you, Matriarch. We shall retreat. Please, give me an excuse to kill him.
Is this him? The first divine vessel?
A pale shadow to your magnificence, Matriarch.
Let him watch me do what he could not. I'll draw faith across the entire galaxy myself if I have to.
If you think you can handle...
I'll handle whatever it takes.
Nick.
Damn it!
They ain't getting far. I got a tracker on Golden Boy's butt.
You what?
Yeah, I tagged him back on the bridge in case he ditched us again. We just gotta get back to the Milano.
Rocket, don't ever change.